So, we're ready to cook. I've
Can't
been in the
wait.
kitchen a little bit. It looks like you've been in the wine cellar. What do we got? What do we got here?
Well, we have my Mount Veeder Magic Vineyards
Yeah,
2014 vintage.
perfect. And I think I got a little of this coming to my house in Texas, don't I?
You do.
I cannot wait. So, cheers.
Cheers.
So, we have some beef tenderloin, and I just took some beef tenderloin, trimmed it out really nice, put it on the skewers. By the way, these skewers are pretty sweet. And then we made a marinade. Okay, so the marinade is simply, by the way, I did this in a blender. So this is super easy, right? So nobody's got to worry about being a fantastic chef or anything. You put some cilantro in a blender, a little shallot, a little ginger, a little lemongrass, a little garlic, and you puree that with a little bit of fish sauce, a touch of lime juice, actually quite a bit of lime juice, and cilantro. Also, there's some heat in here, so I couldn't find Thai chilies today. Ordinarily, we would use Thai chilies, but a good substitution here is either jalapeno or serrano, and serrano is what I use today because, Thai food's kind of spicy. You ever been to Thailand?
No, I haven't.
So much fun. You gotta go. The food there is amazing. So we just pureed this up, and look at this. Just a real simple marinade, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pour this marinade over the beef, all right, just like this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that we do a lot of brushing here because we want this to kind of hang out. All right, so now check it out. So now we're just gonna kind of brush this all around, make sure that we got this all covered really nice. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks good already, right?
Oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell this.
Yeah. Well, and this is one of the things about Thai food that I love is just the fresh, bright flavors, right? And so this is, you can't really see this because, well, maybe you can. Nice and green. It's kind of cool color to it. Okay, so we're going to turn this around. We're just going to make sure that this is really marinated on all sides. This probably should marinate for about an hour. You definitely want to give it some time.
Okay.
This is probably not something you want to marinate overnight. You know why?
It'll get tough, right?
Well, it doesn't get tough, but it starts to cook. So what happens is the lime juice and the vinegar and the soy sauce start to kind of work on the meat. So it's like one of those things when you marinate something, you kind of got to think about what the marinate's got in it and what it's doing to the product. And, this is kind of a trial and error thing with chefs. I can't tell you exactly how long to marinate something. Just understand that if it sits in there too long, it could cure the meat. And then it makes it tough and it kind of starts to pull moisture out, right?
Right.
So let me brush this one more time, and then I'm going to set this off to the side, and we're going to move on to the salad part of this, okay?
Man,
And then we get to use our toy.
I'm so excited about the toy.
Yeah, we get
so
to use
excited.
the new Charbox. Okay, so now we're just going to set this off to the side for a second, okay? And I'm going to kind of pull this bowl up here. First thing is lots of really nice thin red onion. We have some red tomato here, all right? And the thing about Thai food is not only is it bright and beautiful and so flavorful, but all of the knife cuts are super special, and I mean the Thai food is so awesome. We have scallions here. These are just cut like rings, pretty easy. Okay. We have got our tomatoes cut in half. We got another kind of tomato just cut in half here, right?
Right.
So that's it. A lot of tomatoes, a lot of cucumbers in Thai food. Believe that?
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of crazy, right? We got some fresh cilantro leaves. We're going to put just a little bit of the shallots in there. All right. I'm going to set that aside. We're going to put a little bit of the garlic in there. The ginger and the lemongrass I've already got cooked into the dressing, so I just wanted to show you that.
Okay.
So we're just going to use a little bit of garlic in here. And then lastly, cilantro stems. So now, all of a sudden, we have this really beautiful salad. All right. So I'm going to have you toss this salad up and kind of get everything, mixed together. So we got lots of color and everything's kind of distributed well. We're not going to dress it yet, though. And speaking of the dressing, let me tell you what we did with the dressing, okay? Because this is like the most important part.
All right.
So we started out with rice vinegar, fresh lime juice, a touch of fish sauce, a touch of soy sauce, palm sugar. And we use palm sugar. A lot of people ask me, they say, can you substitute granulated sugar? And well, you could, but palm sugar has a kind of flavor profile, and when you're cooking these foods from different countries, you know, part of it is using their ingredients, right?
Sure.
It really misses something. Guess what? It's time to bring the Charbox in.
I am so excited for your new toy.
Yeah.
Bring in the Charbox.
Are you worried about me cooking over here on your pretty cutting board?
Not at all.
Because I'm going to show you something cool. So, you know, the Charbox is something that you can use anywhere. I mean, you could be on the side of a mountain. Well, maybe not on the side of a mountain, but you know, you could be camping, you could be fishing, hunting. It's so cool because it has so many versatilities. But one of the things I want to show you, you can use this for a little personal hibachi.
Oh, how cool is that?
So I'm going to go grab it.
Okay.
I've already got it lit. It's been going for now 20 minutes or so, so it should be ready to cook. So I'm going to go grab it. And in the meantime, you drink some wine and don't get into the salad. Don't dress the salad. Don't get out of sequence here, and I'll be right back, okay?
All right, I'll do that. Wow.
Okay, check it out. So look at this guy. All right, so how cool is this? Comes with its own little stand, okay? And you know what I was thinking? How fun would this be if you set up some bricks or some, you know, paver stones or something on your table with a tray? You know, we always put a tray under it because it does drop ashes. But the cool thing about this is really the idea that you could set this inside of a box of bricks on a table, and you could have your own little hibachi. You know,
That's
your kids
pretty
could
cool.
put things on skewers, and you could grill stuff. I mean, how fun is that?
That's pretty fun.
Okay, I need the meat back.
Okay, I got
All
it.
right.
Here
So
you go, chef.
yeah, just set it down. Let's go ahead and brush that
Spill my
another
wine.
time. Uh-oh, don't do that. I'm going to have you brush this one more time.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to have you do that. I'm going to kind of take a peek here. So you can see now that there's 8 briquettes and they're all lit in here. You see how they're starting to get a little bit of white on the outside? This means it's ready to cook. Okay.
Nice.
By the way, this thing will cook for 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah. This thing cooks longer than a 15-pound bag of traditional charcoal. Is that crazy? By the
Wow.
way, I just got that smoke in my face.
Yep.
Which happens.
It
Notice
happens.
my eyes aren't crazy.
Mine either. I was going to ask you. You know, my eyes usually burn.
This thing is all natural. Did you know that a lot of charcoals have a lot of chemicals in it? That's what happens, right? So this is so cool. So one more thing, not to be self-promoter, we are going to use my steak and chop salt.
Well,
Okay?
that's always in my kitchen.
Yeah, this is fun, right?
Always in my
this,
kitchen.
you know, this is just a kosher salt mixed with roasted garlic and cracked black pepper, but the ratio is fantastic. It's good. So we're going to season really good. I'm going to have you turn that over.
Good.
There we go. Now I'm going to teach you one other thing too while we cook here. So we have quite a lot of marinade left here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get these guys on here.
Oh,
Now the smell is going to come. All right, we're going to get these guys going. Okay. So I think I picked the wrong place to cook. Okay. I mean, the right place, maybe the wrong side of the table. I mean, look at that. It's coming right at me. But it's
At least
smelling.
it's not
smelling
toxic.
pretty good.
yeah.
So what I was going to say to you now is that this steak needs to be kind of raw in the middle. It needs to be pretty rare. Raw is even better. If it's got a really nice charred ring around it and it's still cold in the center, no problem. So now you see how hot this thing's getting. We're starting to get some fire coming up. So what I was going to say is this marinade that's left in the pan. So we want to take this. I'm going to move this just a little closer so we don't mess up our stuff. And we're going to start marinating and basting this steak as it cooks, okay? So I want to show you one thing that's happening. So remember, we have some oil in this marinade, okay? So tenderloin doesn't have a lot of fat, but let's say that you got a strip steak or a ribeye, it's going to start dropping some fat here, okay? So when that happens, the fat drops in the fire starts to come up, so you're going to get a little more fire going on, and you're going to get a little busier, right? What I'm saying is that fattier meats, fattier products is going to drop a little fat in there, and the fire is going to get a little hotter. So you just need to be aware of that, okay?
Okay.
No problem, all right?
Good tip.
So let's see what we're doing here.
Ooh.
That's looking pretty good. We're going to leave that in there just a little longer, and I'm going to hit it again with the baste, okay?
Man, all these, like the sweet and the herbaceous and all that, the onions,
You
the
can smell
garlic,
it.
it's just incredible together. Incredible.
Right. I'm gonna let a little of this fall in here too, because that kind of gets us going.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good tip.
Now remember, this thing cooks for 4 hours, and it's such a cool little thing. You know who else is very interested in this product is military.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Can you imagine the soldiers in the field using this, having a nice hot meal?
Oh, they'd
That's
be
pretty
so,
cool,
that's
right?
a great idea.
Hurricane relief, things like that. This thing works really good. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of being part of it. It's a lot of fun.
You know, I know there's a trick to knowing the doneness of the meat.
Right?
I'm going to ask you what that is. Somebody
got
says
that.
if you touch your hand, you push here and it's medium. What's your trick?
So check it out. That's what I teach. Okay, so right here,
Yep.
kind of feel that. A
Yep.
little bit of gelatinous skin, right? Kind of feels a little soft and gushy, right? So the more you climb up your finger, the more firm it gets. So think of that. The more that the steak is kind of, squeezable and gelatinous,
Yep.
the less cooked it is. The more that it starts to cook, the more that it begins to kind of tighten up, and it begins to get a little bit more dense, okay? Because what we're doing here is we're not only putting a charred edge on the outside, but we're also removing moisture from the inside. So then the piece of meat begins to kind of get tense, right?
Right.
Which brings me to a really important thing, resting the meat. So you know about this, right?
Yep.
So even though this is tenderloin, this is going to need to come off of the grill. It's going to need to sit on the cutting board for a little bit. And we're going to want to make sure that we have a few minutes for that to rest before we start cutting it. You ever cut a piece of chicken or a steak and the juices run all over the cutting board? So this means you're cutting it too quick, right? It needs to relax, because meat is a muscle. And, when it gets hot, whether it's in a saute pan, a grill, whether it's on a rotisserie or in an oven, it tenses up, right? And so once you pull it out, let it sit on the cutting board and let it relax, it becomes not only more tender to the feel, but to the mouth. Okay, so check it out. So these are looking pretty good. I think they're where they need to be, but I'm going to turn them just one more time
Okay.
for the purposes of just getting one more round of the baste on there. And then I'm actually going to lay them back into the baste. Now, this is okay to do this in because, rare beef, we had the raw beef in here, so I'm not worried about what we're doing here. If this were chicken or if this were, seafood, we would want to go back into the marinade that came off of the meat. But since it's not, that's what we're going to do here.
Okay.
So I think we're in good shape here. Now, I think we want to get our Charbox out of here, and then
Okay.
we'll come back and we'll take these off the skewer. Okay, Charbox is out, and now we have this beautiful meat. Okay, so we don't really want to cool this. We want to go right into making our salad. So you want to have everything ready like we've done. So now we have our 4 pieces here. Let's pull this forward, okay? Because
Okay.
we're gonna get you mixing salad here.
Happy to do it.
All right. So we're gonna dressings last, okay? So we're gonna take these. By the way, this is really super cool. Look at that.
I love those.
I mean, isn't that awesome? Just trust me, I've had plenty of times. I'm gonna have you set that on the side, and I'm gonna take these guys off just like that. All right. You cool with rare meat, right?
Yes.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, that's pretty rare.
Ooh, taste that.
Wow.
Try
Thank
that right
you.
there.
Oh, that is delicious.
Isn't that good? Now, a lot of people right now are going, whew, that's rare. Remember what's in here? Soy sauce, lime juice, vinegar. So now we're making a salad that's going to start curing itself as soon as we dress it. Okay? So if you cook it pretty rare like this, which is fine, then just give it a little bit more time before you serve it in the dressing. All right?
Okay.
Because it'll start to cure this. Okay? Now, I like it just like this, but not everybody's into that super rare meat, but that's the way to eat it.
And
This
it
is-
smells so good.
Doesn't it smell good? This is great, man. You're going to love this.
I already do.
All right, so I'm just kind of cutting away.
Those
All right.
knives are working beautifully too.
Are you kidding me? They're working great. So we're going to toss that in there. All right, so here's what we got. I'm going to have you mix while I pour the dressing in.
Alrighty. Oh my goodness.
Just toss it up, okay? And we're just going to use this whole bowl. Okay?
Wow.
I mean, I can tell you that is, like, I'm going to slide this over here out of our way. There we go. All right.
Man, this is incredible.
Doesn't that look good?
Oh, now you want me to make sure it's all,
Yeah, just
all
kind
the
of mix it
liquid
up.
is
Mix
absorbed?
it up. And to see how the liquid sort of falls to the bottom like it
Right.
would, right? So this is the salad that you want to come back and periodically toss.
Gotcha.
To make sure that the dressing's all coating everything really nice, okay?
Yeah, you don't want to waste that.
Look at that.
How's that going?
I don't know.
You wanna
It's
get in
looking
there?
Pretty good. Yeah.
You want to get in
Well,
there,
I
or am I
kinda
good?
kinda
I know
want-
you do. Here.
I want to.
Oh, I thought you wanted to
get in
toss.
there and eat it.
Okay, you do
Let
that.
me say that. Oh,
Are you happy with your work?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right, I think
Grab
it's
a
my
fork
turn.
and try that.
I think it's my turn. My turn for sure. Oh, look at those tomatoes.
And this brings me right back to Liberty, Missouri, with my family.
Yeah, I don't want to take a big old.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Right? Is that good?
Wow.
So, this
That
is
is
it,
so different
right?
with the marinade.
Oh no, the dressing makes it. So
Oh,
now we're
the
just gonna-
dressing, yeah.
yeah, that's all right.
Wow.
So we're just going to put this on a plate. You know, we've served this a few different ways too. By the way, we have now they're really hungry. You hear them out there? You know, you could serve this in a little bowl with chopsticks. You know, we've done some chopped peanuts on it. We've done some chopped cashews on it. It's kind of cool. We've done some actual wonton cups and served it in a wonton cup. So there's all kinds of things you can do with that. But look at how beautiful
That
that
is
is.
gorgeous.
I'm going to have another bite.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the Charbox?
I love the Charbox.
It's kinda
What
fun,
else
right?
are you cooking on that thing?
Burgers, steaks. I'm going to do another recipe where we put a griddle on it and we use it to cook breads and buns.
What a great idea. You know, if you're camping, you can make pancakes on a griddle,
100%.
right?
You can make pancakes. You could cook bacon. You could saute eggs in a saute pan. The thing people need to understand about this thing works so well in so many different ways. I think that's what my job is, to spread the word. Okay.
Yeah.
So, thank you for letting me cook with you. I hope you enjoyed this.
Oh, I'm going to eat so much of this.
We got the staff back here. They're getting ready to eat too. I can see them all going, when are we done? Let's
Right.
get that done.
And the birds
Guys.
want some.
Thanks for tuning in, man. This is my good friend Karen Crouse, and we cooked today on the Charbox. We had a great time, and you will too.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a wrap.